Hey, Shaba, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here, man. Let's see. Hey, Desert Armory and More, Jeremiah, how you guys doing? Trying to get everything set back up. Micah, how you doing, bud? How's it been? Been pretty good. Yeah, just been a little bit busy with school, but almost done with the semester, so I'll be back on more now. But hopefully you guys are all having a good time. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take me down. Last time I did this, they took me down, but we will see. All right. How's it going, Rodney? Shadow 22LR. Nice, man. How's it going, bro? Love your lives in Washington. Hey, Darren, thanks so much. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Matthias, how you doing? Thanks for being here, man. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day, good night. I've not fixed the Gewehr 43. Been pretty lazy. So, there's a few things I got to get fixed, to be honest. Some new stuff, too. So, 22 rifles. Got those right there. Those three little Case A crickets. I think that's what you're talking about, Shadow. But, guys, thanks for liking. I see you guys pretty much all like the stream. I appreciate that. Let's see. Should get a few more people in here, hopefully. But now I am debating on doing a video where I go camping at my gun club, make a video of camping, and then also shooting and all that. So we'll see. I'll start trying to focus on filming that this upcoming week. So we will see. Any 22 pistols? Got a few. Where are they though? 22 revolver right there, the Earl. Let's see. I'm sure we got some other stuff. Jerome, absolutely, buddy. I will do it. I will. That would be a cool video like that. Okay, yeah, I'll work on that, guys. No M2s yet, Micah. Not yet, buddy. Appreciate your collection every time you show them. What are your thoughts on the new KS1? KS1. I don't know what that is. Let me Google it really quick. A KS1. KS1. Okay, it's a Knights armament rifle. I don't know, honestly. I have to look into it. Hey, Tactical Llama, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since I've been live, but here I am. Please cycle the Mosin. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, I'll put you on the let me put you on the tripod real quick, and you know what, I'll do an M1 Grand ping for you guys because it's been a while, and I'll rack the Mosins. Let's see. One sec. All right, I've got a Mosin right here. We're going to rack that. Hopefully you can hear it. All right, that was the Mosin right there. And then let's do the M1 Garand. M1 Garand. Here comes a ping, guys. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Llama. I've just kind of been busy with school and National Guard training and stuff like that. Uh, but I'm kind of at the end of this semester, so I've got all next week off. So I'm going to be really go back to the range and make a whole bunch more videos and stuff like that. So let's see. Work out and keep the mags loaded. Absolutely. Got to work on the cardio, man. I could always run more, that's for sure. But this is Fire. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you. Hey, John Doe, thanks for subscribing. I do see this is going up. Thanks. Let me hold something. Yeah, at some point we might do like a subscriber kind of gun range thing at some point. We're not quite there yet, but we'll see. Magician, yeah, I'm in the Army. I was active duty for a while, but now I'm in the National Guard, so I'm still in, kind of. Michael, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. So let's see. Thanks for subbing, guys. I see that. I'm trying to think anything new. 85 SLR. 85 SLR. My brain's not working. Everybody remember to like the stream. Hey, thanks. Jay, I appreciate you, bud. I do. 85 SLR. Let's look that up real quick. Let's look it up. Got anything new? I got this shotgun I'll show you. Not too crazy or anything. 85 SLR. Wait, is that a camera or is it a gun? Oh, okay. Wait, like L85? I don't know, man. My brain's not working. Did you see Jerome haircutting stream? No, I did not. Micah, what? Jerome, you did a haircutting stream? Lee, hey, thanks for your service. I appreciate that. Keltec sub 2K. Yes, so mine is a sub 9. It's the predecessor to the Sub 2K. It's kind of a weird one. Okay, nice, nice, Jerome. That's awesome, man. How much did all of these cost? I don't know off the top of my head. I've collected these over about 8 years or so, so it's probably what they're worth. I think it's probably around 90K, somewhere around there, maybe. Now, someone did ask, what was the new thing I've got? This right here is the cheapest semi-auto shotgun I could find. It's a Tokarev TTS 12. Now, it's not actually Tokarev. I think it's like a Turkish company. So anyway, only 8 years. Yeah, no, I've been collecting. Made a lot of progress, I guess. So, Jerome, are we going to see a new cooking stream soon? Hey, I would definitely want to see that, Jerome. So if you do a cooking stream, let me know. Hey there, it's been a minute. Yeah, it has. It really has. So, but trying to do this more. Last time I did this, YouTube kind of took me down, but we'll see. Phillips, yeah, pretty much, dude. Are they real? They're all real. Long time no see. I know. I'm trying to be back on here more. So, been busy with school and National Guard and all that. So, anyway, I do need some thermals. I don't have it all yet. Not yet. PSG one. I've been collecting for 20 years and I have a small fraction. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Honestly, it doesn't really matter how many you've got. No C96s yet, but we'll get there. Why did it get taken down? YouTube said I picked something up. So if you guys are new on a stream and stuff, you can't touch any guns or anything like that. YouTube will take it down if you do. So they said I picked something up, but I didn't. Anyway, it happens. Pax, I'm alive, guys. I'm alive. What I should do is I should just make a post, let you guys know, like, hey, it's gonna be a while till I stream. I've just been studying for exams and stuff, so for flight school and all that kind of stuff. So ATS Odin is a great low budget thermal. Okay, I'll have to check it out. All right. Revolvers. I've got a few. Let me show you. One of my favorites right now is that Colt Python. Love that thing. We've got a Colt Army Special right there, made 1917. And this is an old 1864 Smith& Wesson Model 2. Any M3s, like the grease gun? I wish, man. We'll get there. We have a selection of World War One, World War Two. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Lee. That's really cool. Say coral. Coral. I can't remember how he says it, but yeah, I gotta go back and watch the Walking Dead. Okay, George, I feel like if I say that, you're probably trying to get me somehow. I don't know. So let's see. Yes, I showed my yeah. There's one time where I showed my Crocs and YouTube thought I picked something up, so oh, the M3 half track. I don't have one of those. We'll get there though. Lee, have a great one. I appreciate you. Someone was asking about this right here. This is an HK SR9T. Kind of looks like a PSG one. It's really more of like a I don't know. Well, it's got PSG one parts and stuff, but it's kind of the poor man's version, I guess. Isn't there such a thing as too many guns? They should have federal law that you should be limited on guns. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like that. Most of my stuff is old, historical. I really like to collect old stuff. I do have new stuff too. Don't get me wrong. There's new stuff as well. I use for like home defense, self defense, but yeah, no, there's no limit on how many. I don't think, and maybe there is in some states, but not where I'm at. What's the rules to live streaming guns? So yes, I've learned most of these rules by accidentally breaking them. You can't touch any guns. You can't pick them up. Even sometimes you got to be careful what you say. How much you got one of these things for, stuff like that. So typically, I'll be like, where's that shrink shotgun? That's the most valuable thing in my collection, worth about 10 to 15K beans. You got to say like beans or something, not the real thing, because YouTube's a little weird, but it is what it is. All right. No such thing as too much. Yeah, exactly. Can you give a closer look at that purple handgun? Yeah, you got it. It's a SIG 938. I got it from my wife. It's a 9 mil. I like it. Doll hairs. That's not a bad one, Rodney. That makes more sense. Yeah, I can't pick these up on stream. I can make videos of them at the range and stuff, but I can't pick them up on stream. So, let's see. Fire A. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. But yeah, if you guys got questions, certainly chat. I'll do my best to answer it. I'm not an expert by any means, but we also do have some Legos too. Some people like that. So, do I ever 3D print? I have not, but I do. Like I've always debated on trying it. So I mean that stuff's getting like better every day. I feel like so. Do you have any guns from Uganda? I don't think so. That would be kind of cool though. I feel like there's probably some, Royal Tiger imports or RTI, I guess. I feel like they probably import some stuff from Africa, maybe Uganda. I don't know. I'd have to look. Why so many Mosins? So when I first started collecting, the first rifle I ever got was a Mosin, and I'd typically find one for a decent deal. Get some ammo with it too. There's like a ammo crate right there. Sorry, this is kind of a mess. Also, that's a bag of these hands right here. Looks a little weird, but that's what it is. So there's a Sporterized Schmidt Rubin. Where is it? Right there. Also, you probably hear my 2-year-old. He's like running around out there, being crazy. But also, my wife's out there, so no worries. But let's see. Small silver handgun on the right side of the table. Talk about this one. This one's a Bond Arms Cyclops. It's a, 4570 Derringer. It's insane. But yeah. No, sniper rifle's not really. Closest thing, maybe that HK SR9T, or maybe that Romanian PSL. Hey, Dim, I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but I'm back. So, hey, do you own a German Luger? I do. I'll show you. I got two actually. Thanks. First off, thanks for donating. So there's one right there, and then here's another one. Those are my two. I don't think they're original, like artillery Lugers or anything. This one's a little more weird. The barrel's a little bit shorter, but that one has no markings at all. But let's get some W's in the chat for Jive, and let's go ahead and give a ping. So anytime we get super chats like that, we do an M1 Garand ping as a thank you. So Jive, this one's going to be for you, buddy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Jive. I really appreciate you, man. All right, let's get this back on the wall. Good to go. All right. Oh, hey, the CH Bros. First off, thanks for sending that $10. Let me heart that and like it. Let's get some W's in the chat. Do I have any Austrian guns? I have a Steyr M95, which I believe is Austrian, right there. Now it was sporterized. I think that's the only one I got. So I gotta think. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's do another ping. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's get some more W's in the chat for both of these guys. Jive, the CH Bros. This one's gonna be for you, buddy. 3, 2, 1. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys for being here. All right, let's get this back on the wall. All right. Okay. What's the oldest gun I have? I'll show you. Oh, Glocks. Yeah. No, yeah, I forgot Glocks for Austrian. Duh. So yeah, I have a few then. I've got a couple Glocks. No Mondragons. I remember that in Battlefield 1. That was a cool gun. Now this is the oldest. Japanese matchlock from like the 16s, 1700s. I do have a few bayonets. Let's see. There's a bayonet on this Colt SP1 up here, right there. Hey, do you like French or German guns better? Hey, CH Pros, thanks for that again. Thanks for the 10. Let's get some W's in the chat. And French or German? I've definitely got more German guns than I do French. I've got this right here. This is a Berthier. It's a World War One rifle. I think French guns are beautiful, but I don't know. I think I'd have to go with German. I've got this Gewehr 43 right here. That thing's beautiful too. Lugers are just one of the like most beautiful handguns in my opinion. They just look kind of cool. At least that's my opinion. Let's get some more W's in the chat for CH Bros. And let's do a ping for you, buddy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. Seriously. But if I'm being quite honest, I like all guns. Like I don't know. I've never shot a gun that I didn't want in my collection. Maybe a P320. I don't know, but we'll see. Households with firearms have a higher statistical risk. Yeah, no, I've definitely heard people say that, but To be honest, I just like the history aspect of most of this. Now, I do believe in the Second Amendment, self defense, home defense as well, but I don't know. I just like checking out stuff from history, I guess. We got an anti-gun. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. I'm going plane spotting. Okay, nice demo. That's awesome, man. Trying to think. There was something I wanted to talk to you about as far as flying, but I can't remember. I don't know. Let's see. I do want a Car 98 TK. Absolutely. Double barrel is Lefevre, right there. You want to see the Daniel fence? You got it right here, right there. Hasn't really moved, to be honest. Love the bison. Hey, thanks. I do have a 1911. It is up here. A Colt U.S. Army 1911 made in 1917. Right there. And hey, guys, thanks for 73K 200. No 3030s, not yet. Yeah, I thought there was something. I wanted to email you about demo. I have something for flying, but I can't remember. I don't know. What's your favorite Glock model? I personally carry a 19, but I want to get a 43, and I'm also debating on getting a Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Any of you guys have one? What do you guys think about it if you do? Hey, Daxman, how you doing, bud? No Saiga 12, but I do have like Chinese clone right there. That's a SDS Lynx. Let's see. What does bro need all that for? At this point, it's just yep, love of guns, pretty much. Are these weapons real? If so, say yes. Yes, they are. Bruno, they're real. British, sadly, but a huge gun freak. Ah, man, I'm sorry, WT. Okay, you've got the 2.0. I carry it almost every day. Love it. Nice drum. Yeah. I think that's what I'm probably going to get next. We'll see. All I saw was a Soviet rifle in 1911. I do have a whole bunch of Soviet stuff, lots of Mosins. I do have a SVT 40 right there. That's another Soviet rifle. And then Colt US Army right there. And some other stuff. You've got a flight lesson booked for December. Nice, man. That's awesome. Do you know what you're going to be flying? Is it like a Cessna or like a Piper? I don't know what you guys. I don't know. Do you guys just fly Cessnas and Pipers? That's typically what you train with here in the U.S., but I don't know. Navy revolver. No Navy revolvers, I don't think. I'm gonna go for now. Have a great day. Hey, thanks. Yep, there we go. Set. Absolutely. Can't go wrong doing what's right. Oldest weapon I've got is this old Japanese musket right here, like 1700s. Could I one hand the double barrel? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a fake. What's a fake? The hand's fake for sure. And we do have some BB guns back there. I mean, they're not fake, but why am I ignoring? Sorry, man. The chat's kind of going a little bit crazy. So that's an Icarus C42. I've never actually even heard of that. Let me Google it. That's interesting. Uh, Icarus. Okay, that's cool looking, man. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I'm sure. Chinese fake. Nope, they're all real. These are all real guns. The only ones I've got some BB guns right there. The rest are real. You've got a Shield 380 easy, and it's a sweet shooter. Okay, nice, man. Nice. Is that Pokemon? I don't think so. I've got some Legos right here, if that's what you're meaning. M2 Browning. I don't have one of those. I almost shot one in basic, but it set the range on fire, so we couldn't shoot it. So, hey Emily, how you doing? Thanks for being back. What make is the SKS? So I've got three SKSs. I've got two Narinkos right there, and then I've got a Yugo right there. Phoenix, that's wild, dude. Hey, Lego Star Wars base. Thanks. I appreciate you, man. Yes, I do have a couple M1s, M1 carbine, M1 Garand. Flintlock pistol. I don't think I have any flintlocks. I've got a Matchlock right there. And I think the rest are cap lock. Yeah, the launchers are 37 millimeter right there. And yeah, I do have a Desert Eagle. Pretty ridiculous, guys, but I like it. Need more ammo for it, so. Slam fire shotgun. So my trench gun does not slam fire, sadly. It's one of the only ones that doesn't. What? This one right here does. It's an old Marlin shotgun, but it's not really in good enough condition to shoot, so technically, no, I don't. M16, please. So the closest thing I've got to an M16 is this Colt SP1 right here. So it's a pre-banned version, but it's a civilian version. What ammo do I have for the 37 millimeter? I'll show you. So I've got some smoke rounds. I've got some. Here's that's a smoke. Those two as well. Now these are just a couple of firework rounds, as well as those right there. Exotic Ammo sent me all that, so they sent me that launcher and that launcher too. Earlier, I was doing some building of my. Okay, nice, dude. Demo. That's really cool, man. Does your ammo Garand still fire? Yes, it does. I just need some ammo. That's all I need. Ever consider putting tannerite in them? I've never actually thought about that. That's crazy. Quinn, thanks for being back. Guys, I'm gonna drink some water real quick because I've been yapping. So one sec. Cheapest gun's probably a High Point or one of these Saturday night specials like the Phoenix Arms Raven, maybe. One sec. All right. Let's see. Get you guys back off this. Why is the bayonet so long? I don't know. That's just, I guess, the way they made it. It's a Type 38 air socket with a Type 30 bayonet. Right before me and after me. That's crazy, dude. Let me just see what you said, buddy. I'm sorry. An AM15. I don't have an AM15, but maybe eventually, dude. What's my favorite? Let's see. I really like the SVT-40. It's one of my favorite rifles. Yeah, I do got a Mosin. I got about 8 of them. Honestly, I should probably trade some at some point. Okay, how come you haven't been streaming often? Honestly, I've been busy with school, so I'm in flight school right now, trying to become a pilot and all that, and in the National Guard, so I've had to do some training and all that. But trying to do the streams more often now. So, but yeah, it's a great gun. Let's see, Salt SAL trips. I don't think I have one of those. Yeah, so I ended up getting a High Point because that was the first handgun I ever shot. So I wanted to kind of remember my roots and all that. So I don't have any switches. I don't have any FRTs or anything like that. I might get an FRT at some point, but I just haven't yet because I'm just going to go through ammo so much quicker once I get one. An FRT, not a switch, but an auto shotgun. I've got a semi-auto. Yeah, that SDS Lynx right there, and this riot gun from World War II, Remington Model 11. So I wish I could pick up a Mosin. YouTube won't allow it, but that right there is my favorite Mosin. It's made in 1898, and yeah, it's an Imperial one. So, how do you keep all the guns safe and secure? So, great question. I keep this whole room locked and baby proofed, all that kind of stuff. These are all unloaded. I keep them unloaded. Now, the kids are allowed to come in here with me when I'm in here. I do teach them gun safety and all that. I use these right here, the KSA Crickets for my kids. I don't know. I don't want them to be afraid of them, but I do want them to have understand how important, or not important, how like if used incorrectly, there can be devastating like results and stuff. But it's not something to necessarily be afraid of, but to have like a healthy respect for. I feel like. So anyway, I like they're not toys and stuff like that. But we'll see. Blake, I don't know if I remember it, man. I don't know. Like and sub, hey, I appreciate that, Pat. I do. Have I got an M1 Para? None. I don't have one of those yet. I saw one in a gun show in Hawaii. I almost got it, but they were asking a crazy price. So, massage here. Hey, massage agency, thanks for being here. Am I a prepper or a collector? More so a collector. I do like prepping. I haven't really done much prepping, to be honest. So, I need a Galil, Mossad. I do. I'd love to have a Galil. We'll get there. I definitely want like an old school one too. Okay, the gun to the top left, the PP Bison. So let's see. This is a B&T GHM9, Keltec Sub 9, PSA Stizen, Exotic Ammo TAC 79, Federal Riot Gun, Daniel Defense, Japanese Maxlock. This is an old Imperial Mosin. This is a Beretta ARX. This is an old World War II German trainer. It's like a Walther KKM, or I can't remember. And this is just a cheap shotgun I found. I do recommend that folks get an amateur radio license. I need to get one. Yeah, absolutely. That does make sense. Is that ARX 160? So mine's a ARX 100. Wait, right? I think it's an ARX 100. My brain's like not working right now. It's the 223-556. So I think it's the 100. Makarov. I need one. I don't have one of those yet either. So, all right. Nice Desert Eagle. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. How's the DMR build going? Still kind of working on it, honestly. No MP5s. Are those combat crocs? They are. They sure are. Right there. I don't even know what kind they are, but yeah, I had the off-brand like croc thing that I had whenever I got to went on deployment and all that, and then I had to get new ones because they like the grip was completely gone off the bottom. But I love those things. I do have the e-tool. That is my actual e-tool. So yeah. What got me into firearms? I don't know. I've always just kind of been obsessed with them, I guess. I don't know. And then I played like Red Dead Redemption or something, and as a kid, and I was just like, okay, I need some guns. Mustache check. Okay, I'll let you guys see me. One sec. Big one at the top. The big one at the top is a HK SR9T right there. All right, Christopher. One sec. Christopher, you are now a mod. You're always in here, man. So I'm gonna make you a mod. Just you feel free to do whatever, whenever. So yeah, you should definitely get some cowboy boots, man. Definitely. Having an amateur radio license is about understanding how to use them, not because you won't. Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely. I do have a AK Zastava M70 right there. Let's see, trying to free the pilgrims around for the turkeys. HKS R90, yes. Right there. Love that thing. Hey, Copper Top Tactical, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. The Mosin short barrel is cool. Hey, thanks. Yeah, so this one's in pretty bad condition right there. There should yeah, this one. No, that's not the short one. That's the short one. It's in pretty good condition. Okay. Please point to the most expensive. The one that's worth the most by far, that trench shotgun right there. Am I in the army? Yes, I am. I was active duty for a while. I'm not active duty anymore. I'm in the National Guard now. So let's see. Hey, Funky, how's it going, man? That's actually pretty cool. NVA SKS. That's crazy. Um, let's see. Thank you for sure. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, every time a bell rings, a poster gets nice. Should have went Sheriff Force. I probably should have. Yeah. Was I deployed? Yes, I deployed once. I went to Afghanistan. That was 2018 to 2019. Not 11 Bravo. I'm a 35 Mike, so I do interrogations, debriefings, stuff like that. But it sounds a lot cooler than it is. I promise. Are you a collector? Yes, I'm a collector. I love collecting old stuff. I do have new stuff too, but let's see. And okay. Hey, nice, nice man. 8 millimeter. I need some. Well, I think pretty sure the Gewehr 43. Wait, I can't remember off the top of my head, guys. Nothing better than having a bunch of guns. I agree. No, I did not loot any local Afghani supermarkets. I did not. Let's see. What was that one guy everyone hated in boot camp for you? Man, I'm trying to think. I don't know. They would always do like pillow fights, as dumb as that sounds, and somebody would end up getting hurt or something, and the drill sergeants would get mad. But I can't think of anything crazy. I just kind of tried to keep my head down and all that, and I mean, really, boot camp wasn't that bad, or basic rather, not boot camp. Anyway, difference between 223 and 556. Dude, I don't know. Oh, chair jousting. I forgot it. Yeah, absolutely. If someone breaks in your house, what gun am I using for self defense? I've got a Glock 19. And then also, if I needed a rifle, I grabbed that one right there, Daniel Defense. Um, I got smoked every day. I don't feel like I got smoked that much. No, I mean we did do push-ups like just about every day, but it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was super nervous. So, do I have a girl? I'm married. Yep, I've got 4 kids, 3 girls, 1 boy. Okay, let's see. If you could only keep 5, which one would they be? Maybe if I'm going for like value, I would go for like Trink shotgun and HK SR9T, maybe. Probably Gewehr 43, SVT 40, and maybe that Desert Eagle. I don't know. That 5, maybe, I guess. Jesus loves you. Hey, love Jesus. Outdoors. I appreciate you. Okay. And Mini 14. None of those yet. Why do I have so many? So I like to collect. I really like the history of things and all that. So that's what got me into it. That's why most of my stuff is old, but I do have new stuff too. And I do carry a Glock, yeah. Is that an M1 Garand? Yes, M1 Garand is right there. It's a 1944 Springfield Armory. So, yeah. I don't need to reason. Absolutely, that's true. Desert Eagle, can't go wrong. Yeah. Fit check, dude. I'm just wearing like my Crocs, some. Oh my gosh, and just a random freaking jacket. So, let's see. Do you have any Australian guns? Not really Australian, but I do have a Lee Enfield #1 Mark III right there. And what other British stuff do I have that maybe could have been used by Australia, I guess. P14 Enfield. What else we got? I mean, this is Canadian, so probably not, but a Ross Rifle Mark II. So, let's see. Um, let's see. Demo, I don't know, man. I'll probably do giveaways at some point, guys. I am working on like merch and stuff. Maybe some stickers and all that. I can send to you guys, and if that's interesting to you guys, I guess. So, which purchase do I regret the most? Okay, the one I regret the most was a Krag rifle, kind of like that one. Not that one though. So very early on in my gun collecting journey, I found one and I tried to get it, but they wanted me to get it through PayPal, which should have been a red flag. And so I sent the money, and then I immediately lost it because it was a scam. But I was dumb, and like I was probably 19 at the time, something like that. So I learned my lesson. They got to keep the money. I never got the gun. That's the only one I regret because I never got to actually get the gun. But I only made that mistake once, so it is what it is. 410s. I've got a couple of 410s. That right there. Bond Arms Cowboy Defender, and that Judge right there. Okay, yeah, you guys want stickers? I can definitely make those. I'll probably make some with like the YouTube logo and some other stuff too. We'll see. I'll work on coming up with some stuff. Any heritages? Yes, I do have some like heritage Rough Riders and stuff. I've got a Rough Rider, I've got a Barkeep, and I've got a Settler as well. All right. I haven't gotten a CNR license yet. I've debated on it. I almost got one when I was stationed out in Hawaii, but I ended up just not doing it. So I should do it though, and I might even get an FFL at some point. Maybe like an at-home FFL kind of thing. We'll see. What's the pink handgun? So that's a Sig 938, chambered in 9 mil. I got it from my wife, but I like it. So sorry guys, I'm like sick with something. But M1 Garand, yes, right there. I do carry a Glock 19, but I'm thinking about switching over that Smith& Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. We'll see. My second cousin is in the Falklands because he's in. Okay, nice, man. Let's see. She plays Fortnite. Definitely. Actually, yeah, we play Fortnite together. Not gonna lie. Me and the wife. So, is that a Brazilian or Russian double barrel? I don't really know. It's a Lefevre. So, yeah. All fake. Exactly. All fake. It's all been a ruse, guys. Stock all the ammo. Yeah, no, I used to have a ton of ammo. Before I started this channel, I had all these guns and lots of ammo to go with it. But then I started the channel. I started making videos, and yeah, I've went through so much ammo, guys. Okay. Okay, interesting. I may get another '07 manufacturer. Okay. Yeah, man. Nice Smith& and Wesson number 2. Hey, thanks, Richard. I appreciate that. Definitely a cool one. Not gonna lie. A lot of cool history with that. Why so many guns? That's more than the entire police force have in Ireland. Yeah, no, I just like to collect, honestly. They're all 3D printed air rifles. There you go. What's your favorite? It's kind of like asking, like, which kid is my favorite? I like all of them, but I really like that SVT 40. So, what revolvers do I have? So I've got a Colt Python right there. I'll show it a little bit closer. Right there, Colt Python. Smith and West, or Smith and West. Oh my gosh, Colt Army Special made 1917. That's not a revolver, but let's see. 1864 Smith and Wesson Model 2. What else do we got? This is just a Rock Island Armory M206. This is a the Earl from North American Arms. Stuff like that. You should put an EOTech on the Luger. That'd be wild. I feel like it would go viral probably, but I don't think I'd want to do that to the Luger. That'd be so messed up. Um, no, that makes sense. Getting the FFL to easily and legally be able to trade. Yeah, definitely. Yes, I do have the Japanese pistol, World War II Type 14 Nambu. So I've got that as well as this is a Type 95 World War II Japanese sword. So this is an NCO sword. What Shingunto? I'm probably butchering that, but yeah. And my older brother is in the Army Cadets and has learned how to deassemble. Okay, nice. I do want an L85. I know people always say there's that they suck and all that, but I think they look cool. So I want an AUG too. 21 Kiwi. I don't have one yet though. 500 mag. None of those yet. The biggest handgun kind of thing I've got is that 4570 Cyclops. Oh my gosh, that thing's crazy. I don't really get nervous to shoot many of these, but I'm nervous to shoot that thing. Hey, do you like the 9 mil I was shooting not long ago? Luke, I'm not sure what you mean, bud. You have a plethora? I do have a few, that's for sure. Garand, yes, Garand is right there. M1 Garand, M1 Carbine. What's my longest shot? I don't do like any precision stuff. I haven't done any. The furthest I shot was probably, I don't know. I did the 240 Bravo range, like machine gun range. I feel like that goes out pretty far. I can't remember how far. Like I want to say 700, 800 meters, but you're shooting a machine gun, so it's not precision. Like you're doing controlled bursts and all that. So, but that I mean that's the farthest, I guess. Um, let's see. Did you get a new setup? Yes. So I've got the new wall and all that. Hold up display sent me this wall. They're awesome. So my Garand is from the CMP. I got it from somebody who got it from the CMP. So yeah. Sorry guys. The Bison's weird. It's definitely it works, but man, it's a little bit weird. The loading and feeding stuff is kind of a pain, but a little quirky, but I like it. Let's see. Proper. Let's see. Rossi lever action. So mine's actually a Heritage right there. Heritage Rough Rider. Oh my gosh. It's a Heritage Settler in 22. This is an Uberti 1873 clone. It's in 45 Colt. I like both of them, but that 22 is a lot of fun. 308 is fun to shoot. Go for it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How do you hit a flying target? You gotta like I would think you have to like lead it. I don't know. I haven't done much trap and skeet stuff. I like doing it. I suck at it. I'm not good, but it's a lot of fun. L85 clones, made from Brenz or more. Okay, yeah, 21 Kiwi. I figure like you're not really gonna get probably an actual L85. Maybe there's some, but it's probably very hard to come by. Cheapest nice one. So my absolute cheapest would be that Phoenix Arms Raven, but I wouldn't like trust my life with that or anything. I don't cheapest like I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. The next up would probably be that High Point, but I don't think I'd trust my life with that either. So, Whew. um, Steve, I appreciate you. Seriously. What do you carry on your Glock 19? So I've got a Trijicon RMR, and then I've got a um, Streamlight TLR weapon light on it. Normally I have it out, but I forgot to put it out for this stream. So Justin, I appreciate you. Are Glocks illegal now? Not illegal. I know they came out with the new models and all that, with the V model or Model V or something. But the old ones are, you can still get them. So I do have a Berthier right there. Let's see. Anything from the Civil War? Yes, I've got two or three things. This right here is a Colt 1862 uh, rifled musket. Now it was kind of refurbished, like that rear sight right there was added to it. That wasn't original. I've got this Smith and Wesson Model 2 Army. That was made in 1864. It is all original, and I do have an original holster for it. Let me see if I can find that right there. Let me grab it. Okay, I'll put it to where you can see it. Let's see. Where is it? Maybe that'll work for now. So this is the original holster for that. Very old leather holster for that revolver. So anyway, no 4570 Marlins. For 4570, I've got that Remington rolling block right there. I've got a Springfield trapdoor rifle right there. And then I've got the Cyclops as well. 21 Kiwi, yeah, pretty much, buddy. That's how it goes. Do I own some guns by chance? I have no idea how you figured that out, but yeah, you're right. What do I think a good gun for a beginner is? It depends on like handgun, rifle. Like if you're trying to teach somebody how to shoot, like I teach my kids with these right here, KSA Crickets, little 22 single shots. Those are great. But if you need something bigger, maybe like a Heritage Settler, some kind of 22, or even a Ruger 1022. I don't have one of those, but I do have a Marlin Model 60. Those are great. They're in 22. Great to kind of like learn on, get the fundamentals kind of thing. Handgun wise, Glock's got some good stuff. Smith and Wesson as well. I'm gonna try to get a Bodyguard 2.0. I don't have one yet, but I went to the gun shop and felt it and all that. It feels good in the hand. So at the end of the day, there's a ton of stuff out there that would be good for a beginner. Let's see. M4A1. Yeah, yeah. No, an AR is not a bad idea either. They really don't recoil that much. So is my AK Russian or Serbian? Let's see. Zastava M70, Serbian, if my brain is remembering correctly. This one up here is a HK SR9T. This is a German rifle, pre-ban. It's got PSG1 parts and all that kind of good stuff. So, all right. AR-18 has like no recoil. Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's see. No, that's wild, dude. That's wild. I appreciate you being here, man. I have a Polish AK. Nice, man. M1A1 carbine with folding stock. None of those, but I do have. I just have a regular M1 carbine. This is an Underwood, 1943, I believe. So yeah, not an SVD. This is a Romanian PSL. Okay, Rossi RS22. Is that like a? Would that be like a Rossi lever action, like a 22? Okay. Let's see. Nice. Hey, thanks. You have a Mark 19. Nice, dude. Nice collection, Mark. I appreciate you. I really do. Chief Smoke'em, thanks for being here. Let's see. SKS. I think that's what you're saying. I do have some SKSs. Narinko right there. I've got a Yugo as SKS right there. Junkyard, no worries. Yes, I do have a couple of lever actions. This is a Heritage Settler, Oberti 1873 clone. But yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good, Junkyard. No worries. No subs, no sub guns yet, like actual submachine guns. I've got a few like PCCs and all that, but yeah, I've got a Zastava M70 right there. Yeah, Jack, no worries, man. Yep, they're all real. These are all real guns. The only ones that are not real, got a couple of BB guns back there, but the rest of these are all real. Our SKS is not that great, and like in video games, Not gonna lie, I like the SKS. It runs pretty well. So you got 10 shots of 762 by 39. Mine have always run great. I do like the SVT 40. Um, it's one of my favorites for sure. A 6.5 Creedmoor. I don't have one of those yet. Not yet. Crazy collection of guns, bro. Hey, Jack, I appreciate you. You've got an M240 Bravo Saw M4. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Do you have a lever action shotgun? I don't yet. No. Let's see. Lexington, man, I shoot sometimes, but gotta be honest, I'm not the greatest shot. That's for sure. The SVT 40 does recoil. That's for sure. 50 cals. No 50s. No 50 like cal rifles, but I do have a 50 Action Express Desert Eagle. Yeah, it does recoil a decent amount, but that thing right there recoils way more. It's a 4570. It's insane. Thoughts on Henry rifles? I don't have any. When I was a kid, I got to mess around with like a Henry Golden Boy 22. That one was fun. Let's see. What are the paperwork? Okay, what kind of paperwork do you have to do to own a gun? First off, it depends on where you're at. So I used to be stationed out in Hawaii. Things were a little bit different over there. Right now, I'm in Missouri. Missouri's pretty simple. All you got to do is you just have to have a valid, photo ID, driver's license, that kind of thing. A government issued one, I guess, and you have to pass a background check. So if you can't pass the background check, then you can't get a gun and all that. But those are really the only two things you need. So, but it just depends on where you're at. Each state is a little bit different. So, Leonard Wood. So I'm not stationed anywhere out there. I kind of near Kansas City. So I have a National Guard unit I go to kind of around there. So, but I was stationed at Fort Bragg and then Schofield Barracks in Hawaii. Okay, I'm now friends with you and Utah Dad. Yeah, Utah Dad's great. Hello, everyone from Iran. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Cheap gun, but still good for self defense. Anything I know of. There's some good stuff out there. I personally carry a Glock, but I know there's other things. I'm looking at moving over to Smith and Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, but I like Smith and Wesson Shield, Springfield Hellcat. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So I haven't deployed with the National Guard. Um, I deployed like on active duty once. I went to Afghanistan, but that's it. It's so far. Hey Justin, thanks, dude. Yeah, I hope the Chiefs do well this weekend. We'll see, man. That last game was a little bit, I don't know, it made me sad. Where's the ping sound? Yeah, I can do an M1 Grand ping for you guys if you guys want to hear that. So if you guys aren't familiar, there's an M block clip that like holds the rounds in that. And oh, you're in Kuwait right now. Nice, man. When I went to Kuwait, I went to Arif Jan and Ali Asalim. But I, was in Arif Jan for a little bit before I came back to the States or went to country and all that. So definitely, it's hot over there, dude. Can I search up an aircraft for you? Yeah, I can do that. What kind of aircraft you want me to look up? Um, can you please show me a Glock 19? I have one. I just don't have it out right now. So that's what I carry, though. Gotta go. Sorry. No, you're good, man. Have a great one. How do you afford that collection on Army wages? Honestly, I drive a Prius. I don't smoke or drink or anything like that. I save all my money that I could, and anything I didn't need, I got rid of or traded for these kinds of things. And I would typically like get something and like trade up eventually. That's kind of how I did it. So, when I was on deployment, I was able to save a decent amount of money. So, what unit? Okay, so I was with the 525, 525 in my brigade out at Bragg. I was there from 2017 to 2020. Then I went out to 25th ID out at Schofield. The Bay Hawk. Let's look it up. Let's. Oh, I dropped my pointer. Hang on. The BAE Hawk T1. Hang on. Let's see. XX154. Okay. Yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, it's really cool looking demo, honestly. What kind of Glocks do I have? I've got a Glock 19, a Glock 21, and a Glock 26. What's your favorite thing to do when you were at Hawaii? Some fun things to do in Hawaii. So I was on Oahu. That's the island I was at. I wasn't airborne. I didn't go airborne or anything like that. Let's see. Coco Head. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Hawaii. I don't know. Coco Head's like a hike that you can do. You get the pink pillbox. North Shore is really great. That's where I started flying actually. So I'm in flight school right now, going to college, trying to do all that. But I started flying in Hawaii. I started flying up on the North Shore. There's an airfield out there called Dillingham. It's a beautiful area up there. I used to watch whales and stuff. So anyway, do they appreciate and value over time? Yeah, they do actually. So most of the stuff has went up in value. The old stuff for sure. New stuff sometimes does, but mainly the old stuff. You want to see the? Let's see, right there, Desert Eagle. Yeah. Have I been to Pearl Harbor? Yeah, I did. I went to Pearl Harbor. I went over and saw the Arizona. It's definitely a sobering experience. There's a really cool aviation museum over there too. So I went and saw that. It's really cool. So let's see. Japan. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Honestly, yeah, Agent Orange is no joke. That's for sure. Got a good shenanigans story from Basic. Kind of, yeah. So I was sitting up on one of those really high up bleachers that they have in Basic for whatever reason. Like the bleachers are like they go really high for some reason. I will actually not for some reason. There's a ton of trainees, I guess. So anyway, so I was kind of up north towards the top, and the drill sergeant was teaching us. We were about to do like night fire, I think. So I went to drink from my Camelback, and my M4 fell off of my like came off of my arm, I guess, because I had it slung on just one hand or one arm rather. And so it fell all the way down. The bleachers hit all the rungs, and then I got smoked. But that was the only time I got smoked. Well, just me individually getting smoked, I guess. Anyway, so that was kind of funny, I guess. But dumb on my part, that's for sure. Pink guns. Yeah, so this one is for my wife, Sig 938. These are for my kids right here. KSA Cricket. So I teach them with that. So anyway, is water Pearl Harbor see through enough to see the ships underwater that sank? Yeah, yes and no. The water's very, very clear. So you could see the Arizona. At least I could whenever I was there. Obviously, sometimes the water might not be as clear, but pretty much it's really clear. So I'm from like North Carolina, so used to going to the beach over there, Myrtle Beach and all that. Way clearer than Myrtle Beach. That water's like green. So hey, guy with slides, how you doing, bud? I appreciate you being here. Show the M1 Grand for the 49th time. You got it. All right, there's the M1 Grand, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, mm, dude, Jake Japan, that's crazy, man. That's really crazy. Yeah. So I got the Desert Eagle just like that. Yeah. Gabe, thanks. I appreciate you, man. 043Z. That's crazy. I love that katana. I have two on my wall and actually cut my finger. No, yeah, absolutely. These things are very sharp. Show the M1 Grand for the 50th time. There you go. It's the first Hawk because it was made before it was. Okay, nice, dude. Really cool. Car 98. Dude, B jogging. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. What's the revolver with no trigger guard? So this is a Smith& Wesson Model 2 Army, made in 1864. I do have a couple Lugers. Right there's one, and right there is one. An M81? I don't think so. I do have this Mosin. It's like an Imperial one, 1898. But yeah, that's the only like World War I era possible one that I've got though. I'm from North Carolina and now live in Myrtle Beach. My family still lives right outside Raleigh. My farm and range. Okay, nice, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. So I I'm from like Charlotte, Charlotte area, kind of up a little bit more towards Asheville. But yeah, so I lived in Fayetteville for a while when I was at Bragg, and I go to Raleigh a lot, and I go to Myrtle Beach and all that too. So anyway, but I'll get back to North Carolina eventually. I do miss the East Coast, that's for sure. Let's see. How's it going, guys? Thanks for being here. What time is it? My watch broke. At least here in the Midwest, it's 6:30. 6:30 p.m. Vietnam, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely weird not hearing all the helicopters and all that stuff all the time. So, crypto, thanks for being here. What's that thing with the mag? Um, let's see. Thing with the mag next to the Mosins. Hmm. I don't know. Thing with the mag. My brain's not working. I'm not really sure. Or maybe that. Maybe that. Schmidt Rubin. So, okay. You were in Charleston, South Carolina earlier this year. Okay, nice, nice. 21 Kiwi. That's cool, man. I went to Charleston once because I almost went to the Citadel, but I ended up just going into the army. Nothing against the Citadel. I was just like, if I'm gonna deal with all this, I might as well just join the actual military. So, let's see. What non-issue did you run on, like deployment? I'm not sure. Why was the AR-15 banned for being automatic? Kurt, I'm not really sure, man. So you can get semi-automatic, and you could get full auto, but you'd have to jump through a few hoops. That's for sure. Um, dude, Crypto Slugger, that'd be wild, man. 38 Detective Special. I do want one of those. I always wanted one of those. My gosh, what's the? I can't even remember off the top of my head, guys. I'm sorry. My brain's always like fried when I'm doing these. Why do I have so many? I just like to collect. So let's see. Yeah, no, 21 Kiwi. I lost a lot of money on crypto. That's for sure. So yeah, I don't think I'll do that. Let's see. ARXR, the man. I appreciate you being here. I do. High point with an FRT. That would be wild. Not gonna lie. I got the high point. That's for sure. So, have I slam fired the trench? So mine actually doesn't slam fire. This is a Winchester Model 1200. I'm sure there's other trench shotguns that don't slam fire, but sadly this one doesn't. Gold pistol is a Desert Eagle. Semi or auto? All these are semi. I don't have any full autos yet. Guys, we're almost at 73K, 300. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's see. M1. Oh, there we go. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. How many rounds would you put through your 1911 before cleaning? I do need to clean my 1911. I haven't put a ton of rounds through it, though. But yeah. My Winchester 1300 slam fire is nice, dude. Okay, so these are what I use to teach my kids. KSA crickets. I have to be. I can't really say where, but like you could easily find it online. KSA crickets. YouTube is weird about saying stuff, so let's see. M16A1 guy. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, man. Seriously. Any suppressors? Yes, I've got one. An Omega 9K right here. Let's see. In New Zealand, we have way stricter laws, but you don't need a license to buy suppressors. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I only have one Omega 9K on this B&T GHM9. Dark Plus. I'm thinking everything's worth probably, I don't know, 90K, somewhere around in there. So I don't know. Things kind of go up in value over time, I guess. So let's see. My Ithaca 37 slam fires. Yeah, most trench guns do, but this one doesn't for some reason. It is the last model, like trench shotgun the US military used. After this one, they moved over to the combat shotguns, so that we use today. But I don't know. But most of these were destroyed. That's what makes it super rare. So, um, let's see. What is the first gun I ever got? So my dad gave me a Mosin when I was like 13. My granddad gave me a 20 gauge pump when I was probably about 13 as well. The first thing I ever got, like with my own money, was probably that single shot uh, 12 gauge right there. Is that a Gold Desert Eagle? Yes, it is. Right there, Gold Desert Eagle. And the 1911 is a 1917. That's the year it was made. So it's a Colt US Army 1911. Definitely a cool one, guys. Newest gun. So the newest thing I've got is this right here. Don't mind my Crocs, but yeah, this is a Tokarev TTS 12. Just a very cheap semi-auto shotgun. I just wanted to find the cheapest one I could find on the market. So that's it. I'm gonna take it out to the range and do a torture test on it, see how it runs. So um, let's see. Any rain wall? Let's see. 0437Z. I'm not sure, man. Rarest gun is definitely this trench shotgun. So I do know what the 7.5 Burno. I don't have one though. Gary, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all you guys that have subscribed. You guys are the best. Jules, you remember me from October. Well, thanks for being here. The oldest gun is this old Japanese Maxlock. It's an old samurai musket kind of thing. What do I carry? I carry a Glock 19, but I am going to move over, I think, to the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. I haven't gotten it yet, but went to the gun shop and handled it and all that. I think that's the next thing I'll get. We'll see. Also, you can probably hear my kids out there. They're just being crazy. So, demo, yeah, okay. I see the email you sent. I'll check it out for sure. Do I know what trap is? You talking about like shooting trap or skeet, like that kind of thing, or I don't know. What is the cooler gun? It just depends. Depends what you think is cool. The one big one on the floor leaned on the wall looks like a cartoon gun. Leaned against the wall. I don't know. Touch the Beretta. I wish I could. YouTube is weird about that. So, love that it took us like 400 years to make something. Yeah, definitely. Love the Maxlock. Hey, thanks. Yeah, definitely a cool one. Very cool piece of history. No Frommer stops. There was one that was similar to that I almost got, but I didn't end up getting it sadly. So I do have one Daniel defense right here, M4 V7 Pro. I don't have ammo for everything. I've definitely run out. So Vincent, I appreciate you, brother. Seriously. um, let's see. Crypto Slugger, probably not, man. To be honest, I've definitely lost money on crypto, and I don't really want to make anything, and then all the people here lose money on it too. So Colt 44. I don't have any Colt 44s. I do have a Colt Python. It's a 357 Magnum, but yeah. Let's see. What's the smallest gun I have? Smallest is probably going to be this right here, Phoenix Arms Raven, right there. Is a good one. I still carry the FN 509. Okay, nice. Nice, man. What is your favorite World War II rifle? By far, for me, it's just my opinion, but I really like the SVT 40. Nothing against the M1 Garand. I just feel like 10 rounds, detachable box magazine. I like it. So, Crypto, I appreciate you though, buddy. I do. So, let's see. What's that purple pistol? So it's a SIG 938. Most powerful, probably that right there. 4570 Derringer. It's crazy. It is crazy, guys. What shoots the biggest grain? Am I a felon? I'm not a felon. Yeah, nothing. I don't even think I've ever gotten a traffic ticket. But stop a bear. Yeah, probably stop a bear. That's 4570, so I'm sure it would. It's just one shot and it recoils like crazy. So personally, I'd choose something else. But yeah, is that a German helmet? Yes. Demo. Yeah, I did see the album. I'll definitely check it out, man. Let's see. What's the black one with the wood stock ones? Wood stock ones. I don't know off the top of my head. All right, let me switch hands. This hand is my wrist is hurting. Do I have no G36Cs? Yeah, not yet. First gun ever. I'd suggest maybe something like I don't know, 22, maybe like a 22 lever action. I wouldn't use it for home defense or self defense, but it could be good for figuring out the fundamentals and stuff like that. As far as a rifle, maybe an AR of some kind. They don't recoil much, so you can definitely learn on that too. Handgun wise, there's a lot of good things out there. So, um, yeah, no demo, absolutely, man. Throw the high point pistol away. Yeah, I just gotta remember my roots. That was the first handgun I ever shot, so I can't be a gun snob. I'm not gonna like use it for self defense or anything, but um, mm, okay, yeah, yeah, that Colibri is definitely the tiniest. I think there may be something else, but yep, that's right. There's an HK SR9T. Hey, GTA, thanks so much, man. Um, if you ever come to the US and visit, let me know, man. We'll go to the range. I'll let you shoot these. Um, but yeah, I do have some of like the Umarex BB guns as well. So, but I feel you, man. I feel your pain. World War II fave? Yeah, I'd love to have an MP40. If I could have one of those, absolutely. Taurus G3, none of those yet, but eventually, though, eventually. Biggest caliber for me, 4570. That's the biggest I've got so far, I think. Yeah. Um, I'm from England, where we've allowed. Man, yeah, I'm sorry about that, Jay. Seriously, I feel for you guys. Are you getting ready for the apocalypse? Not really. I mean, most of this stuff is really old and probably not great for. I mean, it would work, but like I don't know, finding ammo for it might be a different story. So, um, definitely World War II helmets. I do have a German helmet right there. I think it's World War One though. Got a Navy Talker helmet right there. That's a World War II U.S. Navy helmet. I got that when I was stationed in Hawaii. I got it actually over there near Pearl Harbor. So we were issued 9mm Berettas in the Army. I actually yeah, when I first joined, we still had the M9, and then now we have the M17, which is that one right there. I like the M9 though. I think it's one of the most beautiful handguns ever, actually. So, can I send you videos? Yeah, email me. That's totally fine. I'm kind of notoriously bad about answering emails, but go for it. Definitely airsoft. Look at the mags. So these are all real. I do have some airsoft guns in the closet, but yeah. Was I in Pearl Harbor? I was near Pearl Harbor. I was on Schofield Barracks, which is kind of in the middle of Oahu, but I was there from 2020 to 2024. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Have a look. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Don't worry. Um, Never think of our United Kingdom cousins as foreigners. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good, 007. Yeah, you're good, man. No worries. Sorry. Most of the time, the jokes go right over my head. Did the Desert Eagle give more of a kick than I thought? Actually, it was the opposite. Not gonna lie, I was super nervous to shoot that. It really didn't feel that bad. Now that thing's crazy. Wear gloves if you ever shoot a Cyclops, because I didn't, and it like took a chunk off my thumb. So the hammer will just like peel the skin right off if you're not careful. I had to learn that one the hard way. So show us an AR. I've got three. I've got a Colt SP1 right there. I've got a Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro and a Beretta ARX. Those are the ARs I've got. Mm, okay, Dave, that's interesting, man. Oh, demo, that's wild, dude. Don't know the difference? Okay. Do you see Sean Ryan? No, I didn't. That's crazy, Marty. Like honestly, it kicks? Don't get me wrong, but it's not that crazy, in my opinion. Hawaii, you said, aren't a bunch of them banned? Yes, so I couldn't have some of these in Hawaii. Some of these I left with my family in North Carolina. Like all these down here, you can't have them. That you could have. I don't know about the launchers, but you can't have any. They consider them assault pistols. You can't have any like PCCs or anything. A lot of these I did have in Hawaii. Hawaii rules are a little bit different for guns. You have to go down to the police station and register every single one. So I had to take the Desert Eagle, I had to take the Romanian PSL, the Daniel Defense. You have to like go through a specific class just to get a handgun. So I had to do all that. But anyway, I digress. I was a range OIC. Nice, nice extreme. That's awesome. I definitely did like RSO a lot. I never, OIC or anything like that. But let's see. Yes, it is a Daniel Defense. Yeah, yeah. What was your first ever? Yeah, Daisy Red Rider. That was it. Samsung. So yeah, Teddy, not anymore. That was Hawaii. I'm out in Missouri now. It's nothing like that here. But out in Hawaii, they're not too friendly on guns. So not as bad as California, but pretty close. When will I come to the UK? I'll come there eventually, man. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever stopped in the UK. I've been to Europe a couple times, but yeah, I'll come out there at some point, man. You have a tiny hand. I do have a tiny hand. I do have a real hand though, right here. That's my real hand. So I just use this little bayonet as a way so that YouTube can't say I touched anything, like a gun, I guess. I was at a PSR in the top left. So mine is a uh, HK SR9T. I have a medical card. What is a medical card? Um, I used to laugh like heck watching Hawaii 5.0 or 5.0. I actually saw them like filming Hawaii 5.0. It was either 5.0 or something else whenever I was out there. They're always filming stuff like was there like a live action Moana movie or something? Or maybe it was Lilo and Stitch. I can't remember. But they were filming that kind of stuff and they're always filming stuff. Um, oh, okay. K Wills. I don't know. I don't know what the I've never looked into that. So, uh, any 1800s Colt revolvers? I don't have any of those, but oh my gosh, yeah, definitely want a Walker and man, there was some other stuff too. I definitely want a Schofield. I know that's not actually Colt though. The only thing I've got around that time is Smith and Wesson Model Two. Um, any lever actions? I do have a few. I've got a Heritage Settler right here and a Uberti 1873 clone. No FALs yet, Hugh, but we'll get there. Let's see, Randy. So yeah, there's no law or anything like that on how many you can have or anything. So it's totally fine. Do you have no labels? New York City definitely has some crazy gun laws. I've been to New York City twice. Yeah, no, it's a interesting place, but man, it's busy. Makes me feel anxious. Um, I ask you every time. Yeah, no worries, man. I want an FAL. I promise you. Have you got the PC yet? I not yet. Shaking my head, no label yet. I do have a Berthier, right there, but it's no label. With the gold Desert Eagle from Deadpool, Wolverine. Yeah. Hey, talk or TA. TA Compton, thanks so much for the 5, man. I appreciate that. Let's get some W's in the chat for him. So yeah, no, I guess yeah, that is in Deadpool, right? Um I've been told I look like Peter Pool. I've never seen that Deadpool, but that's what people say I look like. Anyway, but we're gonna do an M1 Grand Ping for you, man. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Grand Ping. So TA Compton, this one's for you, man. 3, 2, 1. I appreciate you. Seriously. All right. Get this back on the wall. Good to go. And let's see. You're from Top Gun. Yeah, maybe. Top Gun's a good movie, not gonna lie. I actually both of them. I like both of them. So Springfield Trapdoor is right there. You might need a therapist. I just like to collect, honestly. I like to collect old stuff. I find the history of it pretty interesting. So yeah, I almost got a drilling one time. Um, but I just ended up the deal didn't go through. We couldn't agree on anything, so sadly couldn't get it. But drillings are really cool, man. Ohio in the house. Hey, thanks for being here. Okay, it was easier to become a police officer than just okay. Yeah, no, I believe it, man. Okay, you want to see the mustache? I'll let you guys see. I did have to trim it for National Guard training a little bit back, so armed in black. Hey, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Let me see if I'm subscribed to you. I don't think I am. Let me pull you up real quick. All right, one sec. Come on. I'm trying to get your thing pulled up so I can subscribe to you, man, but go to channel and subscribed. You guys haven't checked out Armed in Black? Check them out. Got some cool content, it looks like. But okay, you guys wanted to see I'll let you guys see what it looked like and all that. So hey, Armed in Black, I appreciate you, buddy. Seriously. Yeah, I kind of I do some live streams every now and then, so let's see. I actually muted it. But hopefully you can hear me now. I'm Cody. I run the arms room. I appreciate you guys. So yeah. Sadly I muted myself, but it should be good now. Let's see. All right. How many guns do I have? I think I'm getting close to about 100. I've got 90 something, but I have to go through and count them to be honest. Do you have an old single shot shotgun? Not an old one. I've got I think it's just a Stevens or something. Something like that. Is that a double barrel? Oh yeah, so this one's just a regular double barrel, not a drilling or anything. This is a Lefevre, something like that. Ned Flanders. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take Ned Flanders. Let's see. What's the one that I want but I can't get? Probably an MP40. I could get it eventually, but it's gonna be a minute. Whew. Let's see. Alfarius, I appreciate you. Seriously. And favorite one that I do have, SVT 40. Demo, I don't know, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, dude, an MP40 would not be bad. I need to get some FRTs though. My dad actually got that with the Taurus TX22 with an FRT. I need to get him to send it to me. Let me make a video on it. Those things are wild. Is that a G3? So yeah, this is an HK SR9T. It's got PSG1 parts. It's pretty much just a poor man's PSG1. So we all need FRTs. We do. I need an FRT for the Deagle. Yeah, yeah, armed. Absolutely, man. Let's see. What else? Trying to think of how many dollars is all that? I don't know, man. I've kind of lost count. I've been collecting for about like 8 years now or so, but dude, I don't know. Also sick. Hey, thanks, Star Wars. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so this is a Colt SP1, but yeah. Demo, I appreciate you, buddy. 233. Yeah, I do have a couple Lugers, guys. One's right there, one's right there. 8 years. What do I do for a living? So I'm in the army. I was active duty for a while. I'm not anymore. I'm in the National Guard, but I got most of this stuff while I was in the army, active duty wise, I guess. And now I'm in flight school. I go to college trying to become a pilot and all that. And I do a remote job, and I still do the National Guard thing. So do a little bit of everything. Anyway, I do have a Nambu. Yeah, Nambu jams on me like crazy, but it's definitely fun. Definitely a cool one to take to the range. I don't get many shots through it because he just jams like so much. But okay, your dad was a pilot. Nice, man. Yeah, no, I've got about 90 hours of flight time and all that, just in a small Cessna. But anyway, is that a Springfield, by the way? Yes, this is Springfield right here. So search up Mr. Hughes. Okay, I'll look him up. Yeah, the gun behind the shelf to the right of the closet. These are just BB guns. There's a what is it? Oh my gosh, like a Daisy Red Rider kind of thing. and then a Daisy pump action. They're both BB guns. Always skip mine. Did I miss your message, electrical guy? Let's see. MP40 or MP44? I think I'd take an MP40. I'd love both, but MP40 maybe. I feel like the ammo on that wouldn't be as bad. Okay, your Uncle Bob has a Cessna. Nice, dude. You shoot your eye out, kid. Yeah, absolutely. MP7, that'd be nice. I would. But I don't think I'm going to get one of those for a while. We'll see. No 3030s. Thoughts on the crag market? So, yeah, I just found a random guy that was getting rid of his. And I got it for a decent price, but it can be kind of hard. And sadly, it was sporterized, as you can see. But I do have an SVT 40, one of my favorite World War II rifles. I think it is my favorite World War II rifle. Oldest is this old Japanese Matchlock right here. No Larkins. What's your opinion on getting original, used, or new replica? I typically try to get original stuff if I can. I'm sure some of this was used in a war, but I just don't know. It's kind of hard to know. There's some things that people were like, "Yeah, this was used in this battle or whatever," but at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to know. So, uh, I don't really get any like new, like refurbished stuff, but or not refurbished. What's the word? I can't think. Reproduction maybe, but sometimes I do, I guess. But if I could get original, that's what I would do. So, uh, looking to get my first one. What about the wear on it? You're looking to get like a crag? Is that um? It just depends. You want to make sure the barrels got rifling and all that, but I don't know. So these right here are 22 single shots. I teach my kids with these, so they're great little 22s, and you can teach them gun safety and all that. So demo, that's awesome, man. Dude, I bet. Yeah, the MP7 is sick. Absolutely. Yeah, electrical. No worries, man. Don't worry about where it's broken. Yeah, definitely. Do I print? Definitely debate on doing like that 3D printing stuff. I just haven't gotten into it yet. So, Vietnam air rifles. No air rifles. Well, I have some air rifles, but nothing like that. SKSs, I've got three. There's a Yugo SKS right there, and a couple of Narinkos. One right there, one right there. No Hakims, but I think they're beautiful rifles for sure. Let's see, Serdar. YouTube is weird, so I can't do anything like that on here or anything. So, you want to see an AR? Yeah, I've got three. Beretta ARX, a Daniel Defense, and a Colt SP1 right there. Hakeem Thumb. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I have gotten Garand Thumb once. Yeah, it wasn't fun. So it wasn't terrible, but I don't want to do it again. I think I will get an FFL, to be honest. So I'm going to bed now because I need to be up early for plane spotting. I love plane spotting, man. Get some rest. Definitely curious to see what you find tomorrow. Let's see, Marty. Thanks for being here. What's the top left on the wall? That's a HK SR9T. What plane do you want to fly once you get your license and when you make videos in your plane? I would be, yeah, definitely. So I'm wanting to do the airline pilot thing. So I want to become a commercial pilot and fly for the airlines and all that. Now, eventually, I'd like to get like an airplane, like some sort of old airplane too. But that's going to be a little while, that's for sure, because maintenance on those things is crazy. So it's one thing to just get an airplane, but to maintain it and keep it airworthy, whew, it's a lot. But we'll get there eventually. So, in the short answer, once I get my commercial pilot's license, I can make footage and let you guys see it. I just can't show any like flight footage right now. The FAA is kind of weird about it. So anyway, because I would make money on it. So anyway, um, okay, yeah. If you get an FFL, I will send you a gift as soon as I get my FFL. Hey, that'd be awesome, man. Whopper Jr., thanks. I appreciate you, bud. Don't fly UPS. Yeah, man, that freaking crash. Yeah, I always look into those things because it's like you want to know like what went wrong and stuff like that. But man, that crash was crazy. If you get a jet, you can charter it out. Now that would be cool. Yeah. Before I go, I want to fly Airbus. Oh, the Atlas. Yeah. Demo. I saw a few of those in Hawaii. Very cool. I think it was the Germans, German Air Force, I think, flying those. So anyway, Alex, I appreciate you. SKS, I've got three. A couple of Narinkos right here, and then a Yugo right there as well. Sam, not really anything, man. I just like to collect. So okay, you've got your pilot's license. You've got a Cessna. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm working on it. I was like, I just needed a check ride for the PPL, and then I decided I'd just go to like the university and do the college thing because the GI Bill will pay for it, so that's what I'm doing. Rizzler, how you doing, bud? I missed you too. Thanks for being back. Do you think you should? Um, wait, what? I'm not sure, Tyro. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, no, William, I believe it. When you have an airplane and a hangar, it's 5,000 a story. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. Because if like learning to fly and stuff, I've definitely learned a lot about maintaining it. All the stuff you probably have to do for like, I guess you don't have to do like 100 hours, right? Because you're not flying for hire, but man, I know there's a lot of stuff. How much would I say all this cost? I don't know off the top of my head. Probably 40 to 50K is probably what I gave for some of this stuff for all of it, I guess. But it's definitely worth more than that now. So um, let's see. Hey, yeah, it's at some point I'll be a flight instructor, and I'll teach whoever wants to fly if you guys want to. So um, probably cost more to maintain. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, maintenance on those stuff is crazy. Hang on, my TV went off. Let me get the sub count back up. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, it'll be a little while before I become like a flight instructor and all that, but eventually. M1 Garand, yes, right there. M1 Carbine's right there as well. So not a Dragunov. I wish it's a Romanian PSL. So kind of like the poor man's Dragunov. It's definitely different, but you know what I mean. How are the gun laws? I'm in Guam. I'm curious. Yeah, what are the gun laws like there? Dust cover actual. Jesus is Lord. Hope all is well, brother. Absolutely. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. It's been a minute, so but I'm here. So, David, thanks for being here. William, that's awesome. Remington shotgun to the right of the PSL. Yes, so this is a Remington Model 11. It's a riot gun from World War II. I'll show you the U.S. symbol and all that if it'll focus. No Schofields, but man, I'd love to have one. Fixed wing helicopter instructor would be great to get. Yeah, you can borrow money from the military and pay back. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So William, I'm using the GI Bill to pay for my flight school and all that stuff. So all the flight training. Oh man, you got pancreatitis. I probably butchered that, but man, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're okay, man. I'll definitely be praying for you. I have a Remington Model 8. I almost got one, but I ended up not getting one. But I'm sure they're great. In Canada, gonna lost suck here. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that armchair. Yes, there's an AK 9 mil. It's a PSA Stuyson right there. Airplanes, yeah, no, yeah, I believe it. It's just crazy. The new Cessna's like a brand new Cessna 172. I think is like 750K or something. Anyway, all good, man. Thanks, sir. Glad to see you're still killing it, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Seriously, I'm glad you're doing okay. Let's see. Yo, man, watching from Hampshire. Hey, thanks for being here. Seriously, I'm trying to think. Anything cool I've got? I've got this P14 Enfield. That's a World War One rifle and 303 British. This right here, it's Canadian, but it's a Ross Rifle Mark II. I say Canadian like it's a bad thing. It's not, but definitely a cool rifle as well. And then number one Mark III Lee Enfield as well, 303. I don't like how you're using a little hand to showcase this arsenal. Something's wrong. Sam, yeah, so YouTube is weird. I used to use my like regular hand and point, and then the AI algorithm thing sometimes picks that up and thinks that I'm like picking up a gun, and so you can't touch any guns on live streams. So this is my workaround. I point to it with this little fake hand, and it works somewhat. Is your username your Gmail? Yes. So it's the armsroom24 at gmail.com. So feel free, any of you guys, to email me. I'm thinking about making a P.O. box. Let you guys send like mail stuff or whatever. I'll open it, make a video. So a Cessna for 700K is crazy. I saw a retired MiG 21. Oh, yeah. I love like looking at all those airplanes, and like realistically, I'll never get one, but man, it's cool to see. So, what if my email just says hi? Send it. That's totally fine, Zen. What is the brick to the left? Are you talking about this right here? The High Point C9? I think my wife is gluing my firearms. That's crazy. Sean, that's a good one, dude. That's a good dad joke. I was in the military too. Nice, William. Nice. What branch were you? I do have some Legos, guys. A couple of Star Wars Legos. Some people were asking. A lot of random stuff, to be honest. I got more too, but did I serve in the military? Yes. So I was. Oh, you're at Fort Ord. Okay, that's interesting because so I had to like go to language school in the army. It was out in Monterey, California, and so I spent a year out there. And I would ride my bike past this old abandoned army base, and it was Fort Ord. So it's all abandoned now and stuff. But man, that's crazy. I always wondered what it must have been like whenever it was actually running. So anyway, lost in the sound. That's very specific. I don't know, because I'd be too busy live streaming. So I feel like that person would get me for sure. I don't play guitar. Maybe at some point. I just haven't learned. So, um, am I into shotguns? Yeah, I don't have a ton of shotguns, but I'm into just about everything, like gun wise, I guess. Got an M1 carbine. I do right there. I have a US copy rifle. Nice. Nice, William. Do you have an M1 Grand? I do. It is right there. I don't think I have an M28, but yeah. Falcon A, thanks. I appreciate all you guys. We're at 73K, so I never heard of language school in the military. Is it required for some special jobs? Yeah, it is. So it depends. So what I do in the army, 35 mic, I do interrogations, debriefing, stuff like that. So had to go out there. It's called the Defense Language Institute. It's out in Monterey, California. It's not just the army; all the branches send, I guess, service. Oh my gosh, not servicemen. Service. I can't like they're military personnel go out there, and sometimes it's for that or for what is the other one? 35 Papa. I can't remember what their actual thing is, but anyway. So yeah, I spent some time out there, learned Persian, Farsi. So it's what they speak in Iran and all that. So anyway, I'm not SF or anything like that. Just regular, conventional. Definitely met some SF guys like throughout my time. Those guys are a different breed. Got a lot of respect for Rangers, Green Berets, all that kind of stuff, and all the other branches, SF too. So anyway, where did I get my wall? So Hold Up Display sent me it actually. So that's exactly what an SF guy would say. I promise you, I'm not SF. But yeah. Well, you have a good day, Massachusetts. Okay, absolutely. Have a great one, William. I hope to see you at some point. So, not E4 Mafia. No, I'm a E6 now. I was E4 at some point, but I'm a staff sergeant now. But yeah, I do miss the days of being an E4 and just shamming it up. So, Ruger Mini 14. I don't have any of those. I do have a 3040 Crag right there. Sporterized, sadly, but it is what it is. Would you get an Ambu if you got the chance? I have an Ambu actually, right there. A Type 14, but I'd love to have a Type 94 eventually. Eventually. How did I get so many? Just over the years, found pretty decent deals. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was running good. Oh, yeah. 38 special. God bless you. I do have a few 38 specials. Yeah. A couple of shotguns too. Right there. Trink shotgun. That's my favorite shotgun. So doesn't going to South Korea turn you into an E4? I've definitely heard of people going to South Korea and like losing rank and all that. So just getting into some crazy stuff. Hey, NC Tyrant Hunter, thanks for being here, brother. Hope you have a great day, man. Thanks for stopping by. So these aren't 3D printed; they're KSA Crickets. They're just little single 22, single shot 22 bolt actions. But yeah, Hickok 45 is so lucky to own his range. Yeah, he's got an awesome setup. Seriously, eventually maybe. How different is the M1 from a Mini 14? Now, I don't have a Mini 14, so I can't really speak to it, but I would assume there's some pretty, I don't know, like, there's definitely differences, is what I guess I'm trying to say. But uh, electrical, are you talking about for these right here? These aren't bad. You're talking like 120 beans, maybe. I have to say beans because YouTube is weird. I think you catch my drift. Anyway, let's see. Aim small, miss small. That's a great movie. Got to go back and watch The Patriot. It's been a while. Do you have a C96? I don't, but I want one. So preferred carry right now, I carry a Glock 19, but I will. I think the next thing I'm going to get is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. I'm going to test that thing out, so we'll see. Whew. Let's see, guys. The hand, yeah, I do have a fake hand on there, so not bad. Patriot, great movie. Yeah, absolutely. I got a couple of 9130s sniper. Got about 8 Mosins. Some are 9130s, some are like an M44, stuff like that. How many guns in the room? Probably 90-ish. So, no, I'm not getting ignored. I want your opinion on the SIG MCX Spear. I don't know off the top of my head. Never messed around with them. Haven't seen any of the like new army rifles yet. So we'll see. Okay, got a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Just stick with the Glock. Okay, yeah. I have watched the Sniper movie. I believe this one is in that movie. I can't remember. So I'm out here in Missouri. I'm from North Carolina. I'll get back there eventually. I definitely miss the East Coast guys. Any of you guys out there on the East Coast? But Missouri's like a safe place to fly. There's so many cornfields and stuff. If I lose an engine, I can pretty easily, do an emergency landing. So it's not a bad place to be for training right now. But do you have to get trained and licensed on using a parachute if you're becoming a flight instructor? So not on a parachute or anything like that. The only thing you have to do spin training because if you stall an airplane and you're not careful, you got to use your rudder. If you don't use your rudder whenever you stall, there's different kind of stalls: power off, power on. If you do a power on stall and you don't use your rudder, you could get into a spin. So you need to know how to get out of it in case a student accidentally gets into a spin. So anyway, sorry, I'm not trying to bore you guys with that, but I do like talking about it. So let's see, Apex. Okay, yeah, I thought so, man. I thought that Billy Zane guy had one. So really like your channel. Thanks for the show. Yeah, electrical, absolutely, man. Stoner 63. I need one. Definitely. How many revolvers? Probably 7 or 8, maybe. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, somewhere around there. Um, yeah, Falcon. I gotta be honest. Cleaning these sucks, but it is what it is. It's a good problem to have. Um, I just want to say I appreciate your style and passion. Good luck. Hey, thanks so much, Sam. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get off soon at some point, but in getting out of those spins, your brain wants to do the opposite of what actually has to be done. I'm nervous for that. I haven't done any spins yet, but I can imagine that's probably crazy. So, but yeah, at some point I'll make a video whenever I do that, do the spin training and all that. So, but that'll be a little bit, probably a year or so. You should be learning instead of gathering. Yeah, probably. You got to turn it into a meditation. Yeah. Do you know what the ATI are? ATI? Why is it? It sounds familiar. I don't know. When are you live? Schedule, please. Yes. So I try to do it every day. I've been kind of slacking off because I've been studying for finals and stuff for this semester, but I'll be back on tomorrow about the same time. And I'll be on this weekend too. I don't have any school next week, so I'll be on just about every day. Probably around I want to say 6 p.m. Midwest time, so about 7 p.m. Eastern time. So let's see. I need to do some hunting. Crazy deer, absolutely. Plastic guns any good? Yeah, a lot of mine aren't bad. So, guys, thank you. We're almost at 73K, 400. You guys are the best. I appreciate all you guys. Far out, I love America. I'm Australian. Kyle, I appreciate you being here, man. I want to come visit Australia at some point. Let's see. I was here 2 weeks ago. Got any new guns? Only new one is this right here, but I think you may have been here whenever I got this. Tokarev TTS 12, just a very cheap semi-auto shotgun. Funky, I appreciate you, man. I do. I try to just be, kind of chill, calm, and go with the flow, whatever you guys want to talk about. So, let's see. Tyra, maybe, man. Hopefully not, but I hope not. There's some nice guns, dude. Do you hunt? I haven't really done too much hunting. I've done some deer, or not deer hunting. I've done some squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, a little bit of pheasant hunting, stuff like that. But that was back when I was younger. I want to get into it, man. I need to do some deer hunting and bigger stuff for sure. So, official Jetta, that's wild, dude. Those launchers functional? Yeah, they are completely functional. They're a ton of fun too. Makes like the bloop kind of sound. It sounds awesome. It's an awesome place, bro. Nicest beaches. Yeah. We get in trouble for bashing. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Kyle. But yeah, no, I'm sure you guys got some awesome beaches. And I want to come visit at some point. Have you ever heard of Terran Tactical? Yeah, definitely. Squirrel hunting is angering. Squirrels are everywhere. Yes, that's how it goes, man. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, like skinning them and all that, it's a lot of work for the amount of meat that you get. So, um, M79. I don't really have one. Closest thing would be that TAC 79. So, what gun is that on the wall next to your shotgun? M1 carbine right there. Is that one? I don't have any Canics, but I don't have anything against it. I'll get one at some point. But all right, guys, I think I'm probably gonna hop off, go help my wife, put the kids down for the night and all that. So, um, let's see. Yeah, squirrel does taste good. Absolutely. I need to do some more hunting, guys. I do. All right, one sec. I'm gonna let you guys see me, and I'll say goodbye and all that. So let's see. Turn this around. And peace out, Girl Scout. Absolutely. Go to the range next time. Would be keen to see the live. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for following. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, this is me. I'm Cody. I run the arms room. I appreciate all you guys for being here. I'll be back on tomorrow, so don't worry. But thanks for being here. And you can't go wrong doing what's right. That's the same we have around these parts.